WrestleMania 40 was promoted and hyped as the biggest WrestleMania of all time, but it turns out it was a pretty big Raw too, especially in the ratings, with Monday Night Raw doing its best viewership in over 4 whole years. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. It was the Raw after WrestleMania, and whether you enjoyed WrestleMania, whether you enjoyed Raw, you can't really deny the numbers. You can't disagree that in terms of viewership, this was a success, because it was a success. Raw did very well, and it did its highest rating since February 17, 2020. So over 4 years since Raw did a rating as good as this. And what rating did Raw do, may you ask? Well, Raw did a 2.362 million viewers overall. That is fantastic. You cannot complain with that, including a really high quarter with The Rock, which did over 3 million, but we'll talk more about that in the quarter by quarter hour breakdown review. But yeah, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, I believe that quarter was like 3.2 million. Well, we'll look into it more when we're doing that video. But this Raw overall, even though it dropped off towards the end because it was the second and third hours had competition, they went head to head with the men's college basketball tournament, which unfortunately averaged 15 million. So Raw was up against stiff competition, but still, to do this rating overall is a fantastic rating for Raw. Were people interested to see this new era with Cody Rhodes? Were people interested to see the aftermath of WrestleMania? Were people interested to see what WWE looked like for essentially the first time since Roman Reigns wasn't champion in well over, 4 years now? So, I mean, there could be multiple reasons why people tuned in, but the rating was good. The demographic rating, 18 to 49, came in at a 0.83. Again, another fantastic rating, and this was the highest demo rating for Raw since September 30th, 2019. So, yeah, really, really good numbers there. No doubt about it. Raw was pretty huge after WrestleMania. Now, this week's episode is up 32% on last week's. Last week's did a 1.784. So to be up 32%, we're talking, that's a third. A third of your audience is crazy just to get an extra third, an extra person, 1 out of 3, to come in and watch your show. That's a really, really good rating there. So no doubt about it, Raw definitely delivered. In terms of the YouTube video views, well, after approximately 24 hours of these videos being uploaded, there was a lot of good numbers there as well. We had 1.9 million views for the full segment with Cody Rhodes and The Rock. The Rock saying that his story has just begun. Cody Rhodes kicking off Raw as Undisputed Champion, got 849,000. John Cena making a surprise return, got 817,000. CM Punk costing Drew McIntyre to defeat Jey Uso and become number 1 contender, got 682,000 views, and Drew saying that he was coming after CM Punk got 627,000 views. Now, obviously, both those clips were uploaded a little bit later than the other 3 because they happened later in the night, but still, really, really good numbers. 5 YouTube clips that were over 600,000 views in just less than 24 hours. So, that just goes to show that this was a popular Raw. People were tuning in to see what happened here. There was a lot of demand for this Raw, and the numbers are good. But like I said, I reviewed Raw. I thought there was some good things, but it wasn't a great Raw in my opinion, and it will be interesting to see if these people that tuned in this week will stay for next week. I personally don't think they will. I think that next week we will see Raw, sadly, dip under 2 million, and I think a big reason for that is going to be because there's no Rock. The Rock confirmed on this show he would be leaving. He would be going away. Now, he is coming back, but it's going to be a while. And I think The Rock is the main reason why people are tuning in. Yes, it's Raw after WrestleMania. People like to see how the events of WrestleMania unfold. I get that. But next week, if Raw can stay above 2 million, I think they will do a great job. But this week they did what? A 2.3. I do unfortunately seeing them dip below 2 million. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, Rock's here this week. He's not going to be there next week. Cody Rhodes, another week as champion. I mean, CM Punk not really advertised or promoted for next week either, so we don't really know. Damian Priest, I think, is going to be a bit of a failure as champion. But look, we'll see. Raw this week got a great rating. Can it continue next week? That is what we're going to have to find out. But anyway, guys, there you go. That is it. The Raw rating coming in at 2.362 million, the highest rated Raw since February 17, 2020. I'll be back later with the quarter-hour breakdowns. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, where exactly Raw lost a lot of their viewership. I do believe it will be in the final 2 quarters just because of that college basketball game. But you've got to consider The Rock as well, being in a quarter that did over 3 million. That's going to have, obviously, an effect on the overall rating. So I think most quarters will be over 2 million, though. We'll see in the quarter-by-quarter hour breakdown fed. That's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Till then, been Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching, and peace.